Hello, student. So, so our last in our previous few interaction session, we have discussed uh, the things related with artificial intelligence (AI). no? Okay, so so if we take the summary of those physical interaction session, okay. So we have seen that what is AI. Okay, what is AI? So I think you already know the answer for that. Okay, so so if we say that if a machine, okay, if a machine, okay, so A means artificial, no, so it is not be it is not a natural things, okay, so it should be artificial things, man-made things, okay. And intelligent means you already know that uh, the thinking, decision making, and creativity ability. No, that is the intelligence. Okay, so that is not maybe the definition. Okay, but that is a description. Okay, so uh, so anyway, you are not required to learn the definition. Okay, you should have just the idea. Okay, about these things. Okay, that will be enough. Okay, so if a machine has those human capabilities, okay, human capabilities such as thinking, okay, thinking, decision making, decision making, and uh, some creativity, creativity ideas. Okay, so that is the artificial intelligence. No, okay, so we can describe it in that way. Okay, so machine has the ability to behave as a human, we can say that that is artificial intelligence. No? Okay, so it is a broad subject. Okay, the artificial intelligence is a broad subject. Okay, so we can use this artificial intelligence to almost every field. Okay, field means the work in areas. Okay, for example, we can use that for health sector, maybe. Okay, maybe health sector. Okay, so you can so we can try to develop a system, artificial intelligence system, okay, that diagnoses our illness. Okay, so you have to give the corresponding symptoms as the input. Okay, input, and uh, so this system will analyze these things, creativity, and making the decision, and maybe we can get the output. Okay, the diagnosis. Okay, diagnosis result. Okay, and also you can use this for financial sector. No, financial sector. Okay, uh, for example, if you need to uh, predict the uh, maybe uh, price of some item, okay, in the future, with the cost of uh, fuel and raw material likewise. Okay, so if you know, if you need to get that accurate idea, accurate sense of that. Okay, so that you can we can develop some AI systems. Okay, so like that, this artificial intelligence can be used in any field. Okay, in any field actually. Okay, health sector, warehousing, okay, engineering field, okay, architecture field. Okay, so maybe we can use any field that make decision or that make prediction. Okay, uh, so I hope that idea is enough. Okay, and also we have learned that uh, about machine learning. Okay, machine learning. We just see the surface only. Okay, uh, so that actually AI is we can say that set of computer program, set of computer program. Okay, computer program uh, that gives that act as a human brain. Okay, so likewise we can just describe that one. Okay, so what is machine learning? The machine learning is we can say that's algorithms. Okay, that algorithms, machine learning, machine learnings can be described as algorithms. Okay, uh, that that make that create learning capabilities, learning capabilities capabilities to the machine. Okay, to the machine, to a machine, to any kind of machine, maybe a computer or something. Okay, uh, so uh, so if I explain it more. Okay, so I think you can remember that we have developed some automated systems. Okay, using simple controller board like Arduino. Okay, so if you consider, so I will take the same example. Okay, so if we consider our temperature controlled system. Okay, control system. So so we have the controller here. Okay, and we get the required temperature as an input. Okay, required temperature, or maybe we get the uh, we get no, not required temperature. Let's say that we can get the environment temperature. Okay, so that may be a temperature sensor. Okay, this may be a temperature sensor, and we can measure uh, the temperature of the environment. Okay, and so I think you can remember that. So we can put some condition here. Okay, we can code a condition here. We can say that if temperature is greater than maybe 27. Okay, okay, we can ask to on something, maybe a AC machine. Okay, using the relays. So I think you can remember the wiring diagram. Okay, using the relays, you can give the power to the AC machine, and relay can be controlled by this small voltage. Okay, maybe around 5 or 3 voltage. Okay, provided by this controller board. Okay, so we can say that. So we can code this like if temperature is greater than 27, just uh, just make make this port. Let's say that it is a port 2, this is a port 1. Okay, make port 2 at 5 volt. Okay, so we can make this port 5 volt. Okay, so likewise you can control something. Okay, so so you can see that it gets some data, and according to the data it uh, activate. No, okay, but here there are no any learning process involved. Okay, So you can see that, you can say that this control, this controller is learning the temperature using this sensor. Okay, but that is not correct actually. It just detect it. Okay, it just detect it. It get the information. It just get the information, and it has some uh, conditional statement or something. Okay, logic. Okay, according to that logic, it activate. Okay, so there is no any learning process. This controller is doing the things we just told it to do. Okay, we just ask it to do the specific task, it just do that one. Okay, but if you use a machine algorithm here, okay, machine algorithm here, machine learning algorithm here, that means it get the input, it get the input, okay, maybe from sensors, okay, maybe from computation process or something. It uh, get the data, okay, and it train the data, okay, and it train the data, okay, then it just learn the things and give the output by the machine. Okay, so it is not working based on this conditional statement. Okay, it just learn the things and it give the output, the appropriate output. Okay, so we can develop that kind of algorithms, okay, in machines, okay, using computer languages. Okay, so the most popular computer machine learning computer language is the Python. Okay, I think you may have heard that one. Okay, but if you have the idea, that's enough. Okay, so I hope you get the idea. Okay, so you need these are maybe not the proper definition. Okay, I want to emphasize these things to you. Okay, that is why I explain in this way. Okay, but if you need more information, you can find these things in the Google. There are many resources actually. Okay, you can refer them. Okay, so if you are interested to learn more, you can get the help from us. Okay, maybe I am not expert in this field. Okay, but I can guide you to expert. Okay, we have many expert here. Okay, these machine learning experts, okay, artificial intelligence experts are here. Okay, so you can get the help from them if you need to learn this more. Okay, but here in this course we are not going to see much deeper. Okay, uh, so I think this idea is enough. Okay, okay, and so that is AI and machine learning. Okay, and so we can say that the machine learning is under the AI. So this AI is a vast uh, application area. So within it, we can find the machine learning. Okay, and also there is another terminology called deep learning. Okay, that is again a type of machine learning. We can say that subset of a machine learning. Okay, so it normally use what is called neural networks. Okay, what is called neural networks. Okay, so here so that is multi-layered. Okay, just take the idea. Okay, so there are some process, okay, or computational stages, okay, like this. Okay, like this. Okay, and you have the first one is the input layer. Okay, and the last one is the output layer. Between this input layer and output layer, there can be any number of this kind of layer. Okay, and these are interrelated. Okay, these are interrelated in a specific way, and also this has some weightage. Okay, this has some weightage. Okay, so so this is also a machine learning algorithms. Okay, machine learning algorithm. Uh, so it use the process of our brains. Okay, so this neural come from the neuron. Our brain has neuron. Okay, I don't know the subject very well. Okay, so anyway, so our brain is working on these neurons. Okay, so these neural networks, these deep learning algorithms are developed based on these neural networks. Okay, uh, in the same manner our brain works. Okay, so here you have get some inputs. Okay, and here actually these are some computational process. Okay, so we are doing some computation, and that computation, that value is transferred to the next layer. Okay, with the specific weight, and it again computed. Okay, in likewise is transferred to the other layers, other positions. Okay, and it will get the output. Okay, so in this manner. Okay, so here you are given the input and you can get the output. Okay, in various computational process. Okay, so this kind of algorithms we called neural networks algorithm. Okay, so I think you can refer internet for these things actually. Okay, so if I show you. Okay, so if you want to see artificial intelligence. Okay, so you can see that in Wikipedia we have the uh, good description. Okay, so you can try to read this and try to understand this. Okay, and if you need to see the machine learning. Okay, machine learning, and also there are okay, the things are there. Okay, and I think this one. Okay, so I think this idea is enough actually. Okay, so this is the summary we are talking actually. Okay, so you can see the artificial intelligence, that is the area, the vast area, and this machine learning and deep learning are subset of that. Okay, so I think if you have this idea, that will be enough. Okay, uh, so that is about these statements. Okay, so uh, and also we need to see something about uh, robotics also. We have to see, we have to learn some actually again we are going to learn some terminologies. Okay, related with the robotics. Okay, so so actually these robots. Okay, so so if we consider robot. Okay, the first thing comes to our mind is a human like machine, no? Okay, if we say a robot, uh, at the first hearing. Okay, we will the human like machine will come to our mind. Okay, uh, so the robotics may not be a human like machine. Okay, but it is a machine. Okay, and it should has the artificial intelligence capabilities also up to some level. Okay, uh, so uh, so uh, actually we no need to say the definition of the robotics. Okay, robot. Okay, so you need to understand what is the robot. Okay, so we can say that it is a collection of, it is a collection of Mechanical parts are there. Okay, mechanical and uh, computer program. Okay, set of computer programs. Okay, uh, collection of mechanical and computer programs, mechanical parts and computer programs. Okay, that will do a specific task. Okay, a specific task for uh, number of tasks. Okay, so it is a machine that has, again, that has a thinking and decision making, uh, maybe the creativity capabilities. Okay, Uh, so we will mainly focus on industrial robot. Okay, that means robots can be used in many area. Okay, for example, you can remember that we have a robofight. Okay, in our campus. Okay, our student has our students uh, developed some robots vehicle. Okay, and they fight together. Okay, so that is for play purpose, no, that is only for playing. Okay, and we can use robotics in many areas, maybe in sport. Okay, likewise. Okay, and also uh, for the industrial purpose, to get to get some work done in the industry, in different industries. Okay, several industries, we are using robotics. Okay, we are using robots, and those are called industrial robot. Okay, so so uh, so mm, so I think mm, in your automation book, you have this, yeah, this one. Okay, this introduction. Okay, and you have the history. Actually, you no need to. Okay. So, you can see that, it is defined. Okay, okay. Number of rigid links connected by joint of different type that are controlled and monitored by controller. Okay, that is what I tell you. Okay, so this number of uh, rigid links connected by joints of different type. Okay, so that is the mechanical parts. Okay, so uh, that may be the connections. Okay, that rigid means tough. Okay, hard link. Okay, link means connection. Okay, so it joined together. Okay, and it is controlled by a program. Okay, by a computer, maybe set of program, maybe set of computer program. Okay, so that is the definition. So here it is defined. Okay, here it is defined, the industrial robot. Okay, so the same thing I have explained. Okay, the collection of mechanical parts. Okay, and set of computer programs that will do a specific task. Okay, so that is the idea. It may be not the definition. Okay, but that is the idea. Okay, so actually these are interrelated. Okay, so you can say that these are interconnected, collection of interconnected mechanical parts. Okay, mechanical, and there may be any parts. Okay, mechanical, electrical. Okay, hydraulic, pneumatic, any parts. Okay, and those are controlled by set of program. Okay, so if you consider industrial robot, mainly you can find three what is called three main parts. Okay, three main parts. So you can see that, we can say that mechanical unit, Against the driver unit. The one is a control unit or maybe the control system. Okay. So these and also the mechanical unit and also some tools are also there. Okay. Okay. So these are the main parts of a industrial robot. Okay. So mechanical unit means the mechanical things. Okay. That may be the actuators. Actuators like motor, relay. Okay. And maybe the hydraulic equipment, equipment, pneumatic equipment, okay, pneumatic equipment like pneumatic motors, pneumatic valves, okay, hydraulic valves likewise, okay. Uh, so pneumatic equipment, okay, or maybe the combination of these things, okay, maybe electrical, hydraulic, or pneumatic, or any other actuators, okay, any other actuators, or maybe the collection of many actuators, okay, and also sensors are also related with this part, okay. And tool means sometime if you need to take, if you want to get the specific task done, you need to have a tool, okay. For example, if this robot is cutting something, you should have a cutting tool, okay, cutting tool. uh, so that tool is depend on the task of this robot, okay. So so this is the uh, mechanical parts, okay, mechanical unit, okay. I think you get the idea, okay. So what is driver unit? Driver unit means so for example, if this is an electrical motor, okay, so you have to give a electrical power to this motor, okay. If it is a pneumatic motor, you have to give a pneumatic, you have to give a air pressure, okay, to operate that motor, okay. So that is called that energy, okay, or that power is given by the driver unit, okay. So driver unit maybe mostly it will be depend on the electrical and electronic base, okay. But also it can be have some pneumatics or hydraulics parts also, okay. So that is the driver unit. And I think control unit is the most important one, okay. So that control the things, all the things it control, okay. So this driver unit also controlled by this control system, okay. And the stability also controlled, should be controlled by the control system, stability of the machine, okay. So that is done by the control system, okay. So maybe the control system is most probably a uh, electronic uh, controller, electronic or machine machine vision controller, okay. So that is the main part of the robots, okay. So so you will see these three parts, okay. I think this should be in your uh, reference book also, okay. Let's see that, okay. Then maybe component, yeah, okay. So these are mechanical unit, drive, control system, and tool unit, okay. So here tool are separate from the mechanical unit, okay. But you can put it to here, okay. And I think here also, okay. So this is not a man, this is also a robot, but it is not like a man, no? It is not like a human, it is a crane or something, I think, okay. So so that is a robot system actually, okay. So these are the expression, these are the uh, explanation for mechanicals of these units. Okay, so you can refer these things. Okay, okay, and also uh, so I I told you that the mechanical parts may be comprised with the sensors also. Okay, so there are many type of sensors. Okay, specifically used for robotic systems. Okay, but we are not going to talk about that much more. Okay, so uh, so there are called proximity sensors. Okay, actually that detect the object. Okay, presence of the object without touching that. Okay, so that kind of sensors are there. Okay, and there are some range sensors. It can measure the distance like a radar. Okay, to a specific object. Okay, and there are many sensors. Okay, and also some machine vision sensors are also there. Okay, machine vision sensors are also there. Okay, but we are not going to focus on these things much more. Okay, if you have idea, that's enough. Okay, so so I think that is the things we should talk. Okay, and I think we have already talked these things in our interaction session. Okay, so I think this is the summary actually. Okay, this is a summary. I think this idea is enough. Okay, this idea is enough for you. Okay, and maybe these are not proper definition. Okay, but I just want to give you idea. That is why I explain in this way. Okay, uh, so you can refer the internet if you need more uh, reference. Okay, uh, okay, and another part is there. Okay, another part is there. We have to learn the motion, motion, and localization of localization of the robot. Okay. Actually, this is this topic we didn't discuss in our interaction session, but I think you can get the idea. Okay, so uh, so so if we talk the motion of a robot, motion of the robot, okay, that means the shifting of a robot. Okay, there is a terminology called uh, degree of freedom. Okay, degree of freedom. Okay, degree of freedom. Actually, that is nothing but uh, the number of movement. Okay, this is the number of movement that robot can achieve. Okay, this is the number of movement that a robot can perform. Okay, that is called the degree of freedom. Okay, for example, let's say that you have a drone, robot drone. Okay, it is just like a helicopter. No? Okay, so so normally this degree of freedom, sometimes we need a reference, no, to to uh, to to define the degree of freedom. We need a reference. So you can say that it can move to the left, it can move to the right. Okay, it can move to up, it can move down. Okay, likewise you can say that, or you can say that it can move to the north, it can move to the west. Likewise you can you should have a reference, no, otherwise you can't define the movement. Okay, so normally if we are using the xyz coordinate, okay, This is called Cartesian coordinate. Okay, I think you have not learned these things. Okay, maybe you can remember that you have learned this in your O-level mathematics. Okay, so you have y, you have x, and you have a z-axis. Can you remember these things? Okay, so no need to go through much. Okay, so so uh, so this is some coordinates actually. These are the coordinates. We can say that these are the coordinates. Okay, you can understand it like this. Okay, and so you can define. So this is actually called Cartesian coordinate. Okay, Cartesian coordinate, and uh, this is uh, this is a standard way. Okay, this is a standard way to show any location of a 3D space. Okay, um, so using this Cartesian coordinate or x, y, z axis, you can define the movement. Okay, so you can say that the robot can move in the x direction. Okay, and robot can move in the z direction, and robot can move in the y direction. Okay, so there are three directions. Okay, actually those are called position. Okay, position, movement position. Okay, so uh, so you can see that a drone, maybe a drone has three position. It can go to the x direction, y direction, and z direction. Go right, left, up, likewise. Okay, and also when we define the uh, movement, sometimes the orientations are also orientation means the rotation. Okay, for example, so this, if this drone can move around this x-axis as a circle, okay, and around this z-axis, and also around this y-axis like this. Okay, so that is called the orientation. Okay, so the three orientations are also there. The orientation. For example, actually these are the, this may be the degree of freedoms. Okay, that a robot drone can achieve its movement. Okay, so it can move the x direction, it can move the z direction, and it can move the y direction, and it can rotate in x direction, x axis, it can rotate in z axis, and it can rotate in y axis. So it has three position and three orientation. So we can say that it is 6 degree of freedom. Okay, likewise you can you can define the 6 degree of freedom. Okay, uh, if you consider a car. Okay, if you consider a car, that car can only move in x direction and z direction. No, z direction. It can't move y direction. It can't go up. Okay, x direction and z direction. And also you can see that if this is a 2D, that car cannot rotate in z direction or cannot rotate in x direction, but it can rotate in z direction. Okay, so if someone asks you what is the degree of freedom of this car, you can say that it can rotate in x direction. Sorry, it can move in x direction. It can move in y direction. Sorry, z direction. That means it has two positions, and it can move. It can rotate around this y-axis. So it has one orientation. So you can see that you have 3 degree of freedom. Three, the degree of freedom is 3 for this car. Okay, so likewise you can you can give the motion movement of a robot using the degree of freedom, and for that one you have to use a standard way, standard reference. Okay, so here we are using XYZ reference. Okay, okay. So that is related with the motion. Okay, and if you so what is localization actually? What is localization? Localization means, okay, so if we need to move a robot a robot to a specific location, specific location. Okay, so that is called the localization. Okay, if we want to move, or if we want to keep the robot in a specific location, so that is the localization. Okay, for example, you can define the latitude and longitudes and the elevation. Okay, so latitude is somewhat something, the longitude is something, and the elevation, and you can place that robot. Okay, so if say that it is a drone again, so you can ask this drone to go to this coordinate and for this elevation. Okay, so uh, so uh, so the robot, some robots can find it path by itself. Okay, it get the input from the sensors. Okay, okay, so if it has a GPS sensor, it can get the latitudes and longitudes and the elevation. Okay, so using these things, sometimes the robot can localize to a specific location by itself. Okay, so there are many algorithms used for that one to find the path finding. Okay, so there are many algorithms. Okay, we are not going to learn these things, but we can do these things. Okay, so that is the idea you should get. Okay, so there can be many challenge happen. Okay, when we are uh, try to move or try to localize a robot. Okay, so we have to find some solution also for that. Okay, so so I think that is enough. This idea is enough. Okay, and I think if we learn these things, okay, up to some level, this level is enough. Okay, if you have the idea about these things, okay, so use this lecture as a guide. Okay, and you can refer the notes by yourself if you need to improve your knowledge. Okay, but for exam, I'm not going to ask the question related with these things. Okay, but you should have some idea. Okay, okay, so uh, so sometime a question can come the content of this lecture only. Okay, but the things we are discussing, we have discussed in our interaction session, those things will not come to your exam. Okay, sometimes these things will come. Okay, so for example, maybe I will give some diagram, robotic diagram. Okay, and with the function, and sometime I can ask what is the mechanical unit of this robot. Okay, or what is the control system of this unit. Likewise, I can give that kind of question. Okay, okay, uh, okay. So I think this will be enough. Okay, for the content. Okay, uh, so I think we have completed the yellow one. Okay, okay, we have completed the yellow one. Okay, so under the yellow one, we have discussed about automation system, automation system, and also we have discussed how to design and write a simple algorithm uh, for an industrial system, for an automation system. Okay, and also we have learned the things related with the automation system like actuators, sensors, likewise. Okay, and so actuators we called output. Uh, what is called output transducer. Sensors we called as input transducer. I think you can remember these things. Okay, and so we have discussed these things. Okay, I think we also discuss how we can use a transistor. Okay, transistors and relays to operate this equipment up to some level. Okay, uh, and how we can use a simple processor or microcontroller to control these things. Okay, so this knowledge you should have. Okay, I think if you have any problem, please ask me. Okay, and in addition, today and in our class interaction session, we have discussed something related with artificial intelligence, machine learning, and robotics. Okay. Okay. So under the robotics, we have discussed about the industrial robot. Okay. What are the main parts it has? Okay. And something related with the motion and localization. Okay. Localization. So that is enough for the yellow one. Okay. So please try to do the assignment I have given. Okay. The assignment I have given to you. You have to do that one also. Okay. So I think so I will stop here. Okay. I will stop here. So if you have any problems, okay, or if you need some more information about this, okay, please ask me. Okay, so sometime already I have told you that I am not expert in this area, in this robotic area. Okay, I just also have a simple idea like you. Okay, so if you need any help, okay, I can direct you, but I know the resources we have. Okay, so I can direct you to that part. Okay, okay. In LO2, okay, LO2, mainly we are discussing how this automation. Okay, in LO2, we are discussing how the automation is used for different field. Okay, different field, maybe in agriculture, maybe in manufacturing process. Okay, so so actually we have discussed these things when we are doing in the physical interaction session up to some level. We have discussed these things. Okay, so I hope you can learn these things by yourself. Okay, so we have some topics actually, how the automation is related to different field. Okay, so I have some topics. Okay, so I will give you the topics. Okay, so first I will so we will have some groups. Okay, we will have uh, 10 or 12 groups. Okay, I think three will be enough for one group. Okay, and I will give a different topic for different each team. Okay, and you have to find the information related. Okay, and as an environmental student, okay, also you should explore how this automation affected to the environment system. Okay, so there can be there can be many disadvantage. Okay, there can be environmental pollution. Okay, if we uh, if we see with respect to environment, okay, so this automation may be a big pollution. Okay, it it direct to the environmental pollution. Okay, so you have to also study those things. Okay, you have to explore by yourself, and you have to study them, and you have to present them. Okay, how this automation is affected to the environment, disadvantage and advantage. Okay, in your sense. Okay, so you should do some presentation. Okay, so I will give you some time allocation. Okay, so the LO2 we will cover like this. Okay, so here the lectures are not given by me, the lectures are doing by you yourself. Okay, so that is the idea. Okay, so that is what I want to tell you. Okay, so from next week I will we will start the LO2. Okay, I will send you the group number and the groups. Okay, so we will do like this. Okay. Okay, and this presentation is actually continuous assessment test. Okay, so this will be a continuous assessment test also. Okay, so you will have some marks. Okay, you will have some marks for these presentations, and the facts you have gathered. Okay, so so some weightage of these marks will be added to your final marks also. Okay. Okay, so we will do like this. Okay, so I will stop here. Okay, please, if you have any problem, please ask me. Okay, thank you.